Hello, my name is Keshwani. That's Keshwani, Keshwani. I have been solving GMAT problems, GMAT data sufficiency problems, out of this book here, GMAT Review, the official guide, the 12th edition. If you do not own this book already, purchase one immediately. You should be able to find it at mba.com. The problem that I'm about to solve is the one that you're going to find on page number 276, number 40. They give you the table. That's why it's important that you have the book in front of you, otherwise you will not follow the work. You must have the book in front of you, turn to the page. They give you a table here of a different town, R, S, T, and U. It says the table above shows the distance between any two of the four major cities. There are four cities, R, S, T, and U. 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 And of course this is going to be empty because the distance from R to R obviously is 0, distance from S to S is 0, and so forth. It's empty. Here's your Y, here's the X, here's 62. Y, 56. 75, X, 56, 75, 62, 75, because of course they're mirror image, you see. This cannot be 75 also, that's 69. And this is 69, so that's 69. This is 75, so that's 75, because this represents the distance from S to U. S to U has to be same as U to S, 75. So it's basically mirror image, obviously. It's not basically mirror image, it is mirror image. That's how it is. They didn't have to do this part, they could have just shown us the one half only. But anyway. Question simply is, what's the value of X? That's what we have to figure out, what's the value of X. Since this is a data sufficiency problem, before we do any work at all, let's put down here AD, BCE, so that we can keep track of our inventory of the answers that are left over. It says by most direct route, statement number 1 says, I'm reading the first statement, it says by most direct route the distance from S to T is twice the distance from S to R. So S to T, this distance is twice the distance of S to R. The question is that information going to be enough to figure out the value of X? Let's find out. S to T, right here, S to T, 56, right here, this box. That's your S to T, 56. We are told is 2 times S to R. And S to R is Y. Oh. I'm going to stop writing this multiplication sign because it's going to confuse you with the X there. So let's put down times. Or actually if I put little one you would know. So there you go. That tells us if 56 is 2 times Y, we can figure out the value of Y. I don't know if that's going to help us anywhere getting the value of X or not. That's a different story, but we can most certainly figure out the value of Y. The Y would be half of that. 5 divided by 2 is 2. And 1 goes here, 16 divided by 2 is 8. So Y is 28. Y is 28. Does that help us in any way figuring out the value of X? The answer is a big resounding no. Knowing the value of Y is not going to help us in any way figuring out the value of X. This information is useless. The answer, that tells us that the answer cannot be A, nor can it be D. Answer would have to be either B, C, or E. Let's look at second statement. What does the second statement tell us? By the most direct route, the distance from T to U, this is 69, T to U, 69. My handwriting. Some days the handwriting stinks to high heavens. The most direct route by most direct route, the distance between T to U, which is this side 69, is 1.5 times the distance from R to T. R to T. There you go, voila, very good job. There you go. That's it. That statement is enough to figure out X. It's very straightforward, very clear. We're not going to waste our time figuring it out because there is no point in it. They're not asking you how much X is. The question simply here is there enough information? Do you have sufficient data Do you have sufficient data to answer the question that is being asked? They're not asking you to actually figure out the value of X. Hence the data sufficiency. Yes, this is sufficient data. What is T to U equals right here? 1.5 times X, which was R to T. So of course we can figure out the value of X from here. So statement 2 by itself is enough. So the answer here is B. That's all. That was pretty straightforward. But the first statement was worthless. First statement was useless. That's all. That's all it was. There's not much here to do. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you found it useful. If you wish to get hold of me for personal private tutoring, face-to-face tutoring, or tutoring via Skype through internet or by telephone, go to my website at www.prep4gmat.com and send me an email. Or you can go to www.keshwaniprep.com and send me an email. Alright? Thanks.